Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57.
To kick off for Arizona.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
McFarland, his first carry of the ball game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know, it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Operating from the gun, Bullard. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Bullard. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Bullard. Escaping the pressure right. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Nick Chubb. And Nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, McFarland. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bullard. Buying time to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's McFarland. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Take it outside to Eric Ebron. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3. Steelers nothing.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bullard. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 10. For Nick Chubb. Spins away. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bullard going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On third down, Bullard. Completion here to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. On the ground, it's McFarland. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run with McFarland. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, McFarland. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed Allen up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Boswell on for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd and a couple. Jackson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the gun, Bullard. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Cardinals 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's flipped off just shy of midfield. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out in this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Again, it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Geis. He'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
On the play.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He may try and run for this. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The 23-yard run. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bullard is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Running with McFarland. Loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Ground, it's Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Chubb, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nick Chubb touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now a run with McFarland.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run here with McFarland. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the bootleg. Bullard. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bullard. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bullard going to throw deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Bullard. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I deserve that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down at 5. They run. Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And out of the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
McFarland once more. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bullard. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Damon Harrison in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond with what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals! Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Bullard. And quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
The handoff to
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Bullard. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Bullard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
receiving from the gun. Bullard. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. A toss running left. McFarland. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. Just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs.
35.
For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.